Hey guys, what's up? It's a Yumi, and I'm here to play more Phoenix Wright as we get going and eventually get to the end of this. I was just looking up something and I missed this trophy. Somehow I miss it. Hi, random cat child. Miss it when I was playing the last case of the original Phoenix Wright. In the first game of Phoenix Wright in the third strain. Alright, let's just get one more thing going. Let's see. Just gonna pull it up. Did I miss it? Open. There we go. Alright, let's get going. Eventually, we're gonna do this. Back, start. Died! What happened?
Master Theo question. Subject anime. Who out of these characters in Sailor Moon Classic is the only one with exactly 4 transformations? Sailor Moon, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Mars, Sailor Jupiter, Sailor Venus, Sailor Uranus, Sailor Neptune, Sailor Pluto.
Hang on. Streamlabs was acting up. What was the question? I'll get to the question in a moment. No cheating, by the way. Okay. Who out of these characters in Sailor Moon Classic is the only one with exactly 4 transformations? Well, Sailor V kind of has Sailor V codenamed Sailor V, but I don't think that works. Exactly 4. I think Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto kind of have 2 or 3. I don't see Saturn. That's kind of funny. Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Venus, they kind of have 3-ish. I'm gonna go with Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon has 4. Yeah, it's definitely Sailor Moon. Shishio, the treasure carrying village heirloom, whose name means 7-branched sword. It is said that this sacred sword represents life itself. Though the branches may appear to be infinite, the choice is limitless. Like our destinies. Ah, Sailor Mercury, darn you! You said classic! And when the silver cord, the fragile thread that binds us to this world, is severed. You never said anything about OVAs. So trick question. The illusion is revealed and implicatively of the fate is finally laid bare. I don't care. Yeah, what is it? You know how I got spiritual powers unlike you? Sure, you are a spirit medium after all. But just like you, if I don't keep my powers sharp, they get dull, right? I guess so, yeah. Glad you agree. Okay, Burly, you're up. Pearls? So, that's why we need to go on special spiritual hotspot tour, Mr. Nick. Huh? I'm lost. What's this magazine you're shoving in my face? It's the New Year's issue of Occult Winter Spiritual Location Special. Oh. Maximize your spiritual powers with just one night of intensive training. Oh, it sounds too good to be true. I'll say. Sounds more like a scam to me. It's at the spiritual retreat called Hazakura Temple. It's way up in the mountains. I bet it's nice and cold. It's perfect for training. You know, I think I heard of this temple before. The famous channeling dojo. It's hard for even real spirits and mediums like us to make reversation up there. Reversations? For a temple? Are you serious? Don't worry, I already made special reversations just for us! Yeah, and I signed up for this special course. That's nice. The timing couldn't be better, since we don't have a case right now anyway. Alrighty then, it's settled. Well, come on, don't just stand there. Start packing your stuff. You're evil. Yes, Mr. Nick, you better start packing your stuff. Huh? Me? Why do I have to go? Well, we have to accompany by someone over 20 years old. Hey, I don't have anything to do with spirit power. The only thing I can channel is the TV. So, is there a heated pool at this Hazakura temple? No, but he can stand under a freezing waterfall. Sorry, but I think I'll pass. I hate cold places. What? No way. How can you be so selfish? Come on, Mr. Nick. Look at this place. Doesn't it look beautiful? Nope, not going. I'm going to be nice and toasty at home. What the... What is it, Mr. Nick? Let me see that magazine. It's none. Is she a friend of yours or something, Nick? This girl. It's... My name is Dahlia Harper. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Honestly, how could any woman ever count on you for anything? You disgust me. But it can't be. Mr. Nick? I'll go. Huh? Asakura Temple. I said I'll go. Yay! Isn't that great, Pearly? Yes! Oh, thank you, Mr. Nick! You do anything for Mystic Maya, right? Even walk over burning coals, right? It's so cold here, Nick. Maybe you should put on something warmer for a change. Well, it's supposed to be cold. It's training. Achoo! Wow, Mystic Maya. So this is the famous Hazakura Temple. Pearly. Achoo! Well. How nice to see you here. Welcome to our temple. Oh, thank you. Achoo! Oh, my. Thank you for all coming all this way. Come now. You must have been cold. What's with the past tense? We're freezing to human particles as we speak. Well, we're high up in the mountains after all. In any case, we shouldn't speak here. Please follow me inside. Thank you. I was starting to think. Oh, yes. I almost forgot to introduce myself. I'm the head nun here at the temple. My name's Bikini. Bikini? Bikini. That's right. Actually, that's my temple name. What do you think? It's a tradition to have one, and I wanted something that has a nice image to it. So I thought, why not choose a bikini? Besides, it makes me seem younger. Ah! It certainly does. Oh, I signed up for your best special course. Well, my. Quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those U-channel. Wow! Reckless? Wahaha? Maybe you should take it easy tonight, Mystic Maya. We could come back another day. But you went for all that trouble. Yes, that's right. You come all this way, so please enjoy yourselves. There's still time before supper, so why don't you have a look around? So what's a channeling dojo anyway? Oh my, you don't even know that? Forgive him, sister, for he not knows the... Well, just call me Bikini and forget that sister part. Channeling dojo is basically a spiritual power training ground. We have a special holy items prepared here to help people boost their spiritual power. Holy items? If you're training the entire evening surrounded by these items, it's quite mysterious. The spiritual power of these items seems to envelop you. Wah! Waluigi! Wah! So what exactly is this special course? You must be incredibly devoted to be interested in that at such a young age. It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant a spell 30,000 times, all while being showered in freezing cold spirit water. Eh? It's February now, right? You have to be careful this time of year. If you don't watch it, you'll catch pneumonia or maybe even die of hypothermia. So be careful, you hear? Wah! How am I supposed to be careful? What does it feel? Oh no, I knew I should have signed Mystic Maya up for this. Sister, about this picture. Well, look at that. I must say I look rather divine here, don't you think? Oh, yeah, unforgettable in every way. You mean it? Oh, I knew it. Wow! The makeup was pretty tough, but Iris helped me out. Iris? The cute little girl in the photo. She looks just like me, doesn't she? We're just a small temple here, so she and I run the entire place. Really? That kind of sounds like... Sorry to cut in, but... This Iris. Where is she right now? Oh, just listen to you. You haven't come all the way up here just to find a girlfriend, have you? No. That's not what I had in mind at all. And anyway, Iris is in the inner temple preparing for this evening. Inner temple? Yes, that's right. Iris will be back this evening. Why don't you go have a look at the main hall for now? Wah ha 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 ha. Wow! Look at this broken down old bridge, Nick! Yeah, and look at that big canyon below us. Hey! There's a river down there! It looks like it's flowing really fast. What's wrong, Nick? You look like you're seeing a ghost. I'm just not very good with heights. Oh, hey, I got it! Maybe you should face your fear and try hurling yourself off the edge. You know, 1, 2, 3, jump! It might be just what you need to get over your fear of heights. Yeah, death is a really good way to overcome phobias, alright. Anyway, it sure looks like a rickety bridge. Can't argue there. That's probably why it's called Dusty Bridge. Read again, Maya. It says Dusty Bridge. Well, it's practically the same thing. Come on, Nick. Why don't we hop across the bridge? It'll be fun. I'm not so sure. It looks like a bunny hopping across the bridge would destroy it. Okay, Nick, now let's try to find a cute fluffy little bunny and test your theory. Some letters are engraved into a roughly cut border. D-U-S-T-Y bridge, huh? It says Dusky Bridge, okay? Come on, Nick, take a look at that bridge and tell me it's not supposed to be dusty. The sign is obviously wrong, and I'm gonna fix it. Now give me a pencil, Nick. Do I look like a pencil holder to you? I can't believe there's a public phone here. Who would ever use it? The people who live here, I guess? I doubt they have any real phones here. Yeah, but it took like 20 minutes to walk here from the main hall. It would have been smarter of them to build a main hall here, don't you think? Maybe you should work on channeling someone who makes logical sense, Maya. Looks like it's about 20 yards to that cliff over there. I guess that's where I'll be training tonight. Do you want to train with me, Nick? And do the special course? I think not. It'd be so great if you had spiritual powers too. It's a narrow path going off in a different direction than that of the main hall. The sign here is so old, the test seems to have vanished. Path leads to a wooden staircase that goes down to the bottom of the canyon. Okay, I'll write wooden staircase on it then. Do you really think that it's necessary? You have to be blind not to see the stairs. Well, it can't hurt. Just pass me a pencil, okay? Graffiti is a crime, Maya. It's kind of funny how Pearly is getting jealous over, it's like getting jealous because she wants Nick to be with or Phoenix to be with Maya, but she doesn't know that Iris is her, yeah. The main hall. I think it's even cooler. Achoo! Ah, Mr. Nick, did you smell that? It smells like meat and gravy. Yeah, you're right. I guess it's pot roast for tonight. Yum. Weird. I thought they would serve something a little more, well, traditional. What are you talking about, Nick? You think monks and nuns just sit around eating rice gruel all the time? Mr. Maya's right. Oh, I hope there's mashed potatoes, too. I love mashed potatoes. What a cute little acolyte. Greetings to all of you. Oh, hello. Wow, this lady makes Maya look like a 6.8 out of 10 on the weirdness scale. Your outfit. Do you come here for the special course too? Unfortunately, no. Actually, I'm... Ah! You're Miss Ellis Delicium. Yes, that's right. You know of me? My name is Pearl Faye. I'm your biggest fan. Who is she, Nick? I see it now. Savari, a fortune teller. I got all your books, Miss Lim. What a sweet thing to say. And please call me Ellis. Books? Mr. Nick, don't you know anything? Don't you even know who this is? Well, an author, maybe? Yes, and an illustrator. A picture books. Picture books, huh? Oh, now I get it. I'm sorry I didn't know who you are. I don't get a lot of chances to really enjoy picture books. It's alright. I take no offense to that. My books are nothing but simple stories for children. And really beautiful pictures too, Miss Ellis. Your books always make me feel as if my heart has been purified. It makes me very, Makes me feel very happy to hear you say that. Miss Alice won an award last year for her book, The Magic Bottle. Yes, a friend of mine secretly submitted a story I had written to a publisher. They liked it so much that they asked if it was alright to make it into a book. Wow, it must have been a really great story. Maybe I should try to write a children's book too. If I do, you can secretly send it to a publisher for me, Nick. Recently, I accepted a sort of apprentice, you might say. An apprentice? He calls himself Loris Durisium. I believe he's off doing some landscape sketches now. On Laura's behalf, as well, I'd like to thank you for your support. I think so. Well, the only reason Maya's next to become the master is because her mother had more spiritual power, and I believe also Mia had a lot of spiritual power too. But Mia dies, so it goes to Maya next. Of course, Miss Alice. Anything for you. Why do you come to Hasakura Temple, Miss Alice? Are you here to do some spiritual training? No, that's not it. I'm actually here to gather materials for a new book I'm working on. Wow! I can't wait to read it! I wanted to do a book with more Japanese feel to it this time. So is that why you dress like you are? The children have a certain image of me in their minds. I don't want to disappoint them. Wow, Miss Alice, you're dressed up like a mountain nun. Yes, the good people here were kind enough to let me borrow this. I'm wearing training clothes under my robe as well. I want a staff like that. You like the crystal spear? It's really amethyst, you know? Maybe you'll find one like that up here on this mountain. Good luck, Nick. I knew you'll find me one. I know you'll find me one. Well, you have to excuse me now. I have to go help with the dinner preparations. Wow, you mean you're cooking dinner tonight? That's right. Would you like to help too, Pearl? Yes, I want to help wherever I can. Hopefully I get a brand new PC. Speaking of PC. Oh, I'll help too then. No, it's fine. Please don't worry about it. Feel free to relax and explore the area with your friend. Huh? But... Oh, yes. Please take this. I think it will be of help to you. Oh, I'm getting low on space on my PC. We're going to have to go through here and delete some stuff soon. It's a map of the area. We wouldn't want you to get lost now, would we? Well, if you insist, I guess we'll take this chance to go check out the other temple. Okay, I'll see you two later then. Remember, you're not allowed to fight. Come on, Nick. Let's go. At least we stay warmer if we keep moving. Huh? Where did Sister Bikini go? I guess she went to the inner temple to go help the other nun out. Oh, right. I think her name was Iris? Yeah, that was it. Whoa! That bridge was shaking like jello in the earthquake. And at least half the wood on that rickety bridge was rotting, I bet. Not to mention the last part only had like one board left on it. What's wrong with you? Your face is all green. Can you not pick on me for a second? I'm still trying to get over the shock that we may have safely crossed that death trap. Yeah, I guess. I'm a bit surprised too. Yikes! That temple's in a bad shape. It looks like it could collapse at any time. Guess people don't use it too often. Is this really where you're going to train tonight? That has to be it. It's kind of creepy around here, like a ghost might jump out of you or something. Isn't it ironic? Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain! I'm just joking. It's like rain on your wedding day. Oh wow, look at these neat Buddha statues. Maybe I'll take one home with me. Maya! But there are so many. They wouldn't notice if I took just one. Are you kidding? Of course they notice. What are you going to do with one of those anyway? Put it in our office, of course. You could trade that wooden statue in the office reception area for one of these. Wooden statue? It looks like this bridge is suspended by 4 of these wires. They're really thin. Shouldn't they just be a little thicker? Oh, stop it. You're such a worry rat, Nick. If the bridge were really going to collapse, I'm pretty sure the boards would break before these wires ever did. What's wrong? You're turning into overripe avocado again. Hey, there's a giant robot buried in the snow. Well, there's something buried in the snow, but I think it's an incinerator. Oh, but you gotta admit, it looks a lot like a robot. Sure. Anyway, I don't think it gets used that much. It's looking pretty rusty. Hey, Nick, do you think this giant robot sitting there can walk? I told you, it's not a robot, and it's not especially a big ear. Bah, you have no imagination. I thought it'd be really neat if you'd be in the dance. Speaking... Ladders and step ladders. I need to look that up. Ah, I spelled ladders wrong. I spelled laders. Ladders versus step ladders. It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you're already late. It's a good advice. Prison Turnabout located has secure temporal courtyard. Okay. And who would have thought? I thought it'd be really neat if you had to be in the 2 events. I don't care how much you pay me. I don't want to cross that bridge again. No worries, Nick. No one's offering you any money. That's because no reasonable person will call that a pile of popsicle sticks a bridge. The latter half of it was nothing more than a few planks of wood and some string. Is this the same dusky bridge that was involved in the first thing? In the first case before this, the one involving Dahlia and Turnabout Beginnings. Hey, if we want to get back, we got no choice but to cross it again, you know? Maybe I'll just stay. I always dream of living in the little shack in the woods. Wow, you really are scared, aren't you? Yeah, just like that one case in Justice for All. a half-open gate. It's practically a welcome mat. Yeah, except the sign on here says no entry. Nick, rules are made to be broken, you know. You expect a lawyer to go along with that? Oh, come on. You're such an old lady sometimes. Let's just go. Don't blame on me when Sister Bikini puts a curse on you. Now you got me scared. Let's just forget about it, okay? So that's the inner temple up ahead, huh? Looks kind of run down. Well, it wouldn't be very temple-like if it was all bright and shiny. What happened in case 3? Oh, Will Powers. So you're training here tonight, huh? Yep, and then everyone see my spiritual powers. Sounds like your stomach wants to show off its digestive powers instead. I wonder if that roast is ready yet. Looks like there's something written on it. I can't read it, but if I had to take a good guess, I'll say it says Inner Temple. What's the point of a sign if you can't read it? Must be tough for a mailman when he's delivering here. Man, look at this place. It's just a tiny freezing cold room. So this is where you'll both be training, huh? Huh? What do you mean both? I'm the only one. Really? But I thought... Hurley's just a little kid. She couldn't handle this kind of intense training. Anyway, the real training room must be behind that door over there. Yep, definitely getting the feelings back there. Excuse me, but who are you? Ah! You're... Hi there! You were just looking around since we're going to be staying here tonight. Yeah, she's a brunette. Dahlia is red. Is something wrong? No. It's nothing. I wonder why she spaced out like that. Don't you, Nick? Did you say something, Maya? Not you too, Nick. My name is Iris. I'm one of the nuns here at this temple. True. I'm Maya Faye. It's a pleasure to meet you. Pleasure is mine. Oh, please excuse me. I have some chores to attend to. She sure is beautiful, and a bit spacey, I guess. I guess she's just not used to talking with urban suffocats like us. Nick? The actual training room, a training area must be on the other side of this door. I wonder what it's like. Phooey, it's locked. Come on, Nick. You know you want to open it for me. I can't. You've been kind of in a bad mood lately, haven't you, Nick? Savari! I know what it is. IRIS. Iris and Nick sitting in the tree. KISSING. Look at this antique dresser. Wonder if there's anything valuable inside. Let's have a look. Nothing. Just a bunch of clothes. Hey, Nick. Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Oh, about Arius, I bet. Looks like you've been bitten by a love bug, Nick. Yep, Pearlie is gonna be really upset. What is it? Why do you scream like that? This scroll! It's my mother. What? It's Missy Faye, the master of the Korean School of Channeling. Are you sure? Yes. That crest at the top of the scroll? That's a special mark of the master of our tradition. What is it? Nothing. It's just that I last saw her over 15 years ago. Yeah, she was like... Yeah, she last saw her when she was 4 years old. If it wasn't for that crest, I wouldn't have even known it was her. My own mother. And I can't even recognize her face. Maya. It's a hanging wall scroll showing Maya's mother, Misty Faye. It's not that old. That crest at the top is the official mark of the master. I wonder if this temple has some sort of connection to the Faye family. I think it does, actually. Supposedly, it was founded by the branch family member of the Korean school. There are a bunch of musty-looking blankets and bedding sets piled up here. Wonder why they're even here in the first place. It's because all spiritual training is done under the supervision of a nun. I wonder if Sister Bikini is planning to sleep in here while I train. Phew, we managed to make it across Dusty Bridge. Nick, you look green. Are you feeling alright? Hey, what's wrong with you? Ever since we met Sister Iris at the training hall, you've been really quiet. Huh? Oh, sorry. Hey, you, wait up! You think he's yelling at us? He must be. There's no one else around. Will you mind moving? You're standing right in my way. Ah! Hey, I know you. You're... Whoa, sorry. I gotta run. See ya. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Loris Derolisium. Liar, you're Larry. Your clothes may change, but you're still the butts. Shut up. I'm Loris. And I'm just here to do a sketch of Dusky Bridge. So, it really is our Larry. Not that I get why he's pretending to be someone else. So what are you doing with the last name Deloism? Well, I want to start over again with a clean slate. A clean slate? You remember, don't you? Last time? After that, I started to realize I didn't like this guy known as Larry Butts. And that's when I came across it. A Book of Destiny. A Book of Destiny? Do you mean? The Magic Bottle by Miss Ellis Delicium. It's so beautiful, so moving, so gentle. Yeah, well, that was Misty. My heart felt cleansed. I was safe. Wow, Larry, would make a great book salesman. I really want to get that book now, too. She's the most wonderful person I ever met. I'll follow her anywhere. Well, she certainly is a very elegant lady. You see? Here's a photo I took of her in secret. Wow, that's a beautiful photo. Hold on, is that like a church? Is that like a castle behind her? You want a copy, don't you? It's okay, I just happen to have made extra prints. Still, it's kind of hard to imagine you as a picture book illustrator. To tell the truth, you must have some kind of ulterior motive, right? What are you talking about? I don't trust anyone anymore, especially not women. Talk about a bad case of denial. Anyway, can you even draw well enough to make a picture book? Art isn't only a technical skill, you know. It's also about having a pure heart. That's why I'm asking, can you draw well enough to make a whole book? Now that you mention it, I wonder. It looks like you still have some doubt in your heart. It's true, I do. And when I first saw her, I felt it. Something inside me ended, something else began. Oh, Larry, sounds like you've fallen in love with Miss Elias Duisium. No, you're wrong. It's not her. It's the other girl. Other girl? Uh-oh. Maybe I should present it. Whoa, yeah, her! My little Iris! She's really pretty. This girl, she's perfect. She's exactly my type. Wonder if she will model for me. I want to draw a portrait of her. Yeah, you always like those model types, didn't you, Larry? Hey, wait a sec. Didn't you say you were swearing off women? Huh? Yeah, that's right. Of course I have. I have, basically, but Iris is different. I feel like I still have one more chance left at the dream. Everyone! Hey, Pearly! Dinner preparations are complete. Please come quickly to the main hall. Alright. I can't wait to dig in, Pearly. I'm going to go to in the temple and call Sister Iris. I always wanted to have a look at where Mystic Maya is going to be training. Boy, my stuff. Are you sure it's alright to eat that much before your training? Well, this kind of training is about endurance. Mystic Maya, please don't do anything that might put your health at risk. No pain, no gain, I guess. I'm so worried about you. Litten! Well, it's not dilly-dally, shilly-shally. You must get ready for tonight. Good luck, Maya. Alright, here I go. I'll see you all tomorrow, I guess. Iris, please ring the bell at 10 o'clock for lights out, alright? Yes, Sister Bikini. And then, after you ring the bell, I want you to come join us at training hall. I understand, Sister Bikini. Well, Pearl, what are you gonna do tonight? Well, if you like, you can come to my room. Perhaps we can read some books together. Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading. Well then, would you like to practice reading with me? I'd love to. So Larry, what are you going to do? Huh? Me? Well, I'm just gonna hang out in my room. I can't stand the cold at all. Miss Ellis? So for example, how do you read this? It says, bravely. That's kind of a tough word. Oh, okay. What about this word? That's another tough one. It says roast. Well, I'm gonna go wash the dishes and help clean up. I'll go visit you when I'm done, Miss Ellis. Mr. White? Yeah! Oh, hi, Miss... I'm gonna say Ellis. Miss Ellis? Are you going to use the bathroom too? No. But have you seen Pearl? No. Not since after dinner. I thought she said she was going to your room. I know. But she never showed up. I'm going to go look for her. Excuse me. Deloisium. Like Deloisium. You'll see, Lytton. There's a good reason why she asked pearls. Oh! Ah! Sister Iris! Good evening. Are you on your way to the bathroom too, Mr. White? Your Sister Iris, right? Yes. So, when do you come to Hasakura Temple? I don't remember. Ever since I was a small child, the temple has been my home. So you never left? Well, I don't have any family left to take care of me. Sister Bikini, I come to think of her as my real mother, as they were. I see. But didn't you go to college? Maybe enroll in Ivy University Literature Department? No, I never have an interest in going to a big university like that. My training is all the education I need. I see. But once in a while, when I get a chance, I make a trip to the nearby town. I can use a computer and cell phone too. Please don't stare at me like that. What kind of place is this, anyway? I hear it's for training to increase your spiritual power or something like that. It must seem awfully crazy to normal people like you. Well, I have to admit, it's a whole different world up here. I'm glad to hear you say that. Huh? Talking with the dead people? What does it help anyway? I hate it. Really? Ah! Is something wrong? I didn't realize it's so late. I have to go and ring the bell for lights out. Mr. White? Yes? If it's alright with you, I would like you to have this. But this is your hood. It has the power to protect you from evil spirits. She's wearing a Magatama. Of course, she doesn't have any spiritual powers, but why is she having Magatama? I'll pray for your safety on this dark, cold night. I'm sorry, but I must bid you good night. Wait a minute, Sister Iris! Yes? Just now, you called me by my name. You said Mr. White. How do you know my name? I never introduced myself to you. That's... Sister Iris, please tell me the truth. You and have we ever met before? Uh-oh. Iris. Oh, it's almost 10. Perhaps we could speak again. Tomorrow? Ah! Whoa. Maybe because she grew up having been banded by her own family and everything, that she grew a hatred for it. But she doesn't have any spiritual powers. If she has any, it's only limited. Ah! Miss Deloism! Hey! Don't step on my tummy like that! What are you doing lying in the snow? I passed out! What do you think? That blood curry scream was you? Forget about that! Hurry up and call the police! Is there even a phone in the main hall? No, but we still get a reception up here in the mountains. You must have a cell phone on you, right? I didn't bring it. Oh, you're useless. I mean, even Iris has a cell phone. We got no choice. You have to use the public phone by Dusky Bridge. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Run as fast as you can. Yes, ma'am. If you don't hurry, Iris will. Ah! Okay, I catch you a bit. Dusky Bridge is burning down! What are you doing here? Ah! Huh? What is it? Is it me? Don't scare me like that, Larry. I must have a heart attack. My name isn't Larry, it's worse. Larry, hurry up and call the police. I'm going to the inner temple. Don't be stupid. The bridge is nothing but a burning wreck right now. Listen to me, there's been a murder. Here it has occurred a temple. What? The murderer might have fled across the bridge. I have to make sure Maya's safe. But, please, call the police. I got to go. Get out of my way, Larry. So dangerous. Nick, wait. Oh my god, Pearl? Pearl? She said you'll even walk over burning coals for Maya. And technically, walking over a bridge that's on fire is like walking over burning coals. Ah, Nick! Yes, Edgeworth speaking. Edgy, get up! It's an emergency! Huh? Larry? Do you know what time it is? Not Larry, it's Lord! Lord Desirium! Wait! Don't hang up! It's an emergency! It's Nick! He took a really nasty spill! Well, it wouldn't be for the first time, so... I'm not joking! His life is in danger! What? What happened? Tell me! Talk about a guy with bad luck. Me already be dead! Anyway, you gotta come back! You're the only one that can help! My Iris! My beautiful Iris! She needs help! Alright, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm at the detention center. Please, hurry! You're late, Edgy! What took you so long? I don't want to hear it. I chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could. Well, you should have chartered a faster one. Anyway, just listen. Something happened to Miss Ellis, and Nick and Maya and Iris Bikini. Huh? Say something, Edgy. Speaking of, where did I put my... Oh my god. Hang on a sec. Where the hell is it? Not there. Give me a quick sec. No. 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 Get down, cat. Before I came here, I stopped by the hospital and paid White a visit. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. The murder victim was the picture book author Miss Eloise Desunium. She was found by White and the head nun. The suspect is the temple's younger nun. Then later, while White was crossing the bridge, it broke and he fell into the river. The hospital says he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. Yes, that's right, you got it! But they arrested her. What's my little Iris? However, I still don't understand what these 2 items are for. What are you talking about? There are things White gave to me when I was leaving his room. I'm begging you, the Iris trial starts tomorrow. With Nick out of the picture, you're all I got left. You're the only one that can represent her. What did you just said? You know, represent, defend. What were you expecting? Why do you think I call you anyway? I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor is a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like I'm a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I mean, I heard Paper Badge had no problem fooling the entire court before. Let's see. Please, Edgy. At least listen to her. Listen to our side of the story.
Thank you for coming. My name is Iris.
Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I could be any help, but I would at least hear what you have to say about the murder.
Mr. White, how is he? Mr. Loris said that he might even die.
Fortunately, he'll be fine. He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he is unharmed.
Thank goodness.
But he's caught some kind of nasty cold.
A cold?
He's running a high fever and stripping in and out consciousness. Pardon me, Iris. I'd like to ask you something, if you don't mind. I have the distant feeling you and I have met before.
It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Hasakura Temple.
Hasakura Temple? What's that?
It's the place where those who wish to burst their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to release your inner spiritual power.
Spiritual power? Did she go to that temple for that reason as well?
No, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them.
In that case, what are you doing at the temple then?
I committed some sins. Sins that I need to pay for. That's why I'm there, and why I continue to train. To purify my soul.
I want to ask you about last night, the night of the crime.
Alright. I helped to clean up after dinner, then went back to my room about 8. Later, I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10.
Bell?
We rang it at the same time each night.
I see. And then?
And then I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there.
Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to?
I was frightened. So I just stayed in my room and meditated till the murder happened.
You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder?
Yes.
However, you didn't go, as you say you were frightened. What exactly were you so frightened of? So 5 earlier of how she knew Mr. White, and now 2,
Is there something wrong?
Yeah, she's holding a lot of secrets, lady. I'm sorry. It's nothing. Psycho locks! The correct term is Cyclops, but So do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night?
I think it was a result of tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed.
Spiritual power?
Yes, spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was just another sample.
Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power.
Yes, I understand. Most people don't.
And I'm certain that the fiend that killed the victim was a human. So please answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Elise Destinian?
No, I'm not the one who took her life.
Those sicko walks.
What's wrong?
It appears that that's about all that you can tell me.
Thank you very much for listening to my story.
I visited White at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you.
Me?
Yes, at the trial tomorrow. He asked me to defend you.
If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I will gladly entrust my fate to your capable hands.
And before that, I have one question.
Yes?
Do you know White?
Why would you ask that?
Whenever you came up in our conversation, you began to act a little strange.
Mrs. Edgeworth, what is Mr. White to you?
He is a very dear and indispensable friend.
It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceive him.
So she's 25. Pearl is 9.
I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth.
Well, if you ask me, White is still suffering. And until he learns the truth, I don't think he'll ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition. Something's bugging me. There. That's bugging me. Psst.
Alright, Mr. Edgeworth, I promise.
Very well. I'll do everything in my power to get you acquittal. Oh wow! It's you, Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. It's been about a year, or has it been longer? Doesn't matter, Detective. What does matter is why you're shuffling around up here. Oh, ouch! And there's that sharp left jab. Well, I'm happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth. Let me guess. You were transferred by HR to the local precinct? A wise decision. The fast amount of nothing up here should be quite easy to guard. I heard you were back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. Everyone was really nice. They even let me take charge of the investigation, sir. It's like gum on your shoe. I was supposed to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty. Great. Thank you, Detective. I thought Prosecutor Godot was going to get here before me. The guy's a real mystery, I tell you. I just got back into the country, so I don't really know much about the case. It's simple. Well, simple is as simple does, as they say. Oh, you got no idea how much I miss that bitey sarcasm of yours, sir. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. There's a witness that saw the whole thing. A witness? Yeah, that bikini lady. Bikini lady? Here, on this freezing cold mountain? Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir. So this is the bridge that White fell through? Yup! I can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross. It's how it goes, right? Or was it that leap? And, is there something on the other side? Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. But we can't go over there without a bridge, sir. What? Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. But someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training, and now they're stuck there. Yes, I heard that from White. It's Maya Fey. Oh no, her again? Anyway, the air's really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's going to be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, sir. So how did this bridge burn down anyway? We're almost 100% sure it was lightning. Lightning? Okay, we're back, aren't we? There, Spitz. Alright. I don't know. Maybe he made fun of his mask or something? You're telling me the bridge caught on fire due to the fluke of bolt of lightning? Yep. Last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall like that. But according to the weather data, the lightning definitely struck. I see. I see. This is a very detailed weather report. Almost duty tale. He even has the exact time that the lightning struck the bridge. Oh, Dad, we got that information from the witness testimony. Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge? Who is this witness? Sorry, I'll go ask one of the local cops later, sir. Yo, Angie, what took you so long? I'm so cold, my brain's turned to sherbet. I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country. What do you mean? White is going to be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. And I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder. Hey, wait a second. Hold it! Objection! What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth? It's hard to explain, but one thing led to another, and... What kind of lame excuse is that? And you call yourself a defense attorney? Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor, and that's why he is Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney, just sounds plain old weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Dude, Edgy! I don't see you for a couple years and your heart turns to sherbet. I said more like sobret. Sobret. It's rather cold here. I didn't murder her, someone else did. I just know it, okay? So trust me on this one. Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. Come to think of it, when you were a kid, you were always saying, when I grow up, I'm going to be a lawyer and defend people, or something like that. That was a long time ago. But see, now you got the chance to follow your boyhood dream for a day. Adji, you gotta do it! You gotta save my little Iris! Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't you? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? To put it simply, your comment has me highly concerned. Give me that the reason you think she's innocent? Come on! A girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer. I was right after all. I should never have come back. No, don't worry. I'd say things for how they really are this time, honest. It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower. You can't force things too much. Know what I mean? Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry. Oh! Forget it. I didn't say anything. Larry? Where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Larry? What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it? What? Get lost! Go back on your charter jet and get out of my sight, you creep! And I hope your plane crashes and you die. I'll ask just one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing? Psycho locks. I'm sorry, man. You know me. I just don't remember. My short-term memory is a wreck, dude. Hey, hello there. So how are you feeling? Alright, I suppose. Huh? Who is this? My name is Miles Edgeworth. My! And handsome boys such as yourself is always welcome. Circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just... I'm sorry to trouble you, but I'm looking for a woman in a bikini. Well, you have found her. Now, what can I do for you? I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis. If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy. Mr. Edgeworth? This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She is the witness. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? It's exactly why your salary keeps on getting cut. My stomach's already growling in protest. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris? Well, first, I want to hear what you know. First, I'd like to ask you about last night. Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in Inner Temple. Approximately what time was that? I suppose it was about 9 when we left here. Training lasts all night long, extremely exhausting. Channeling Dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch. Whoa! Wow, you're right, that does sound exhausting. Detective, this is no time for flattery. Sorry. Sometime around 11, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard. But your duty was in Inner Temple. Why do you come back here? The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps. Oh, you get the chills pretty easy, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Alright then, I'd like to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard. It must have been past 11. Ah, no! I can't say it! It's too much for my poor heart! Hey, calm down, lady. Let me go of my tie. I saw two people! One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back. With a sword. Did you see this criminal with your own eyes? I didn't want to believe what I was seeing. But it was Iris. You must have been quite shocked. Of course she was. Try and putting yourself in her shoes. It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. White smack in the middle of the courtroom. And I happened to witness it from the witness stand. I'll be pretty shocked too. I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. And then when I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed. And then I passed out. However, the idea of Iris doing such foul acts seems unnatural. Unnatural? The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness. As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct? Yes, that's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is, I got a bad lower back. A bad lower back? Yes, especially bad in the winter, so bad that I can't even lift a bucket. Do you remember how cold it was last night? My bad back felt as stiff as frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall. So you left the disciple all alone? Don't be ridiculous, I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to the Inner Temple after she had rung the bell for lights out. So who is this acolyte that was to train in the Inner Temple? Her name is Maya Fey. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. After she went through the trouble of signing up for this special course. Special course? It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times. You don't mean to tell me she's still doing that over at the Inner Temple, do you? No, of course not! Don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night, we still haven't started the training session itself. Well, that's good to hear. Oh, dear. There's one thing I forgot to tell you. Uh-oh, I don't think I like the sound of this. Do you know that small girl? I believe she's Mystic Maya's little sister. Oh, you mean Little Pearl? That's Maya's Faye's cousin. Little Pearl? I thought she was going to visit Mystic Ellis after we finished up with dinner cleanup. I haven't seen her at all since late last night. She's nowhere to be found. You mean she was with the victim? It's all the fault of my stupid creaky old back. As they say, the plot thickens. You say you went with Maya to train hall in the inner temple last night. Did you happen to see Iris while you were there? Of course I saw her. I told her to meet us after ringing the 10 o'clock bell for lights out. So you're saying Iris came to the inner temple then? Of course she did. Iris has always been a good, obedient girl. After that, I had Iris help Miss Maya begin her training. As they say, the plot thickens. What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under that stack? Beats me. Do you mind checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth. Looks like an old millennia envelope. Yeah! What is it, Detective? This could be it. The ultra important clue, a super special clue. I suppose I should read it myself then. Looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10, Heavenly Hall, unless you want your secret to be exposed. Sounds like a blackmail letter. Nice going there, Mr. Edgeworth. Why can't I ever find clues like that? You're an ultra important prosecutor, a super duper prosecutor. Well, I suppose it takes a super duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. And this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched. Thanks, Detective. Let's just have a look around. Oh yeah, by the way, I thought I'd better ask just to be sure. Are you really going to defend that nun, Iris, at the trial tomorrow? Yes, I will. I gave her my word, and now I must follow through my commitment. Well, in that case, I gotta be careful. Gotta make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation. Don't worry about it, Detective. Just keep your mouth closed, and I think most of it will flow out on its own. You got it, sir. I'll make sure it flows out like water from a tap. Yes, you do that, Detective. The victim is the famous picture book author, Miss Ellis Desuyam. Her entire past up until now, she won that writing award last year as a total mystery. It's hard to believe in this day and age you could still find people like that. The estimated time of death of the victim was between 10 and 11 p.m. on February 7th. Cause of death was blood loss resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon. The murder weapon? The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. Yeah, but there's one strange thing. Yes? The victim's entire body was covered with bruises. The bruises were consistent with falling from the height of a two-story building. Two-story building? That would be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct? Hey, you're right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. That just happens to be the room that Elias Desnian was staying in. Now then, detective. Let's see if we can summarize what we learned so far. Okay. Let's take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun, right after they finished dinner, she and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple. At 10 p.m., after ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to Hasakura Temple. After taking a hot bath to soothe her back, Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you should ask Bikini herself in the main hall. The trial begins tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor? I'm pretty sure it's that Gold Dot guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. Hey Ernie, what's up? What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, nobody can reach him. Wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. White caught the cold and won't be defending, he just lost interest. I intend to appear in court in the role of defense attorney. However, I'd be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. Yeah, I can see why, but I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge. Yes, he certainly would remember my face even after such a long absence. Not much, just eating tacos. That's why I requested another judge preside over the trial tomorrow. We only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me. Oh, it's that Canadian judge that goes A. Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir? There's no need to worry. I pull a few strings and arrange for a prosecutor of my own choosing. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull. What is this inner temple that Maya is supposedly training at? According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training the acolytes. It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge. Is there anything else on the other side of that bridge besides the inner temple? Nope, not a thing. Nothing? The other side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like a little island out there. I hear it's not a kind of place a person could survive in. Alright, what else do I need to ask him? So the sword from this gold statue is actually the murder weapon? It sure is. It's called a Shishio, by the way. Nasty piece of work, sir. There's still blood on it. I suppose this is the victim's blood? Yep, it's all over the blade. And speaking of all over the blade, there are fingerprints all over the hilt of the Shishio too. Fingerprints? Naturally, they match the prints we got from the younger nun, the defendant. What's wrong? You're looking really solemn. Is this how it is for White? Is this what it's like to be a defense attorney? Yeah, I figure it doesn't feel really good. To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. What's this? It looks like a wizard's staff. That belonged to the victim, Miss Elias Desinium. There's nothing strange or magical about it. Oh yeah, listen, this is just between us, okay, sir? Yes? What? This is top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about this. Alright. The truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard. That's it? That's what you wanted to tell me? That's it. What about the fingerprints? Were there any on it? Just the victims. It's a lantern. I suppose they light it at night. There's something elegant about the light of the fire. At the end of each month, I always like to relax in my room by candlelight. Detective, can you not afford to pay your electricity bill? How do you know? If you keep cutting his salary! Oh, I just love ski. Really? You don't, seem like the type. Well, what about the sleds? Sleds? Nah, they're a little too kiddie, you know? Messes with my hard-boiled image. What's with the silence, Mr. Edgeworth? Ah, stone walls! I jumped over a few of those in my time. Most of them are good memories, but not all. Detective, perhaps someone should introduce you to the concept of possibility of words. I don't see Larry anywhere. Maybe he scared the poor kid away.
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth.
I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind.
But I already told you everything that I...
Iris, please remember, I'm on your side. You can tell me anything.
Yes. Thank you.
Since I've been handed this case, it's my duty to dig up all the answers. Understand?
Yes, sir.
The smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. And now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the inner temple last night?
Yes, I swear. I already told you that.
Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened.
That's right.
If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this why you were frightened so much that you couldn't even leave your own room? I found this in the main hall. It's addressed to you.
That's...
Well, Iris?
Why? Why are you glaring at me like that?
You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you, isn't that correct?
Ah!
It's the evidence, not your glare.
But, Mr. Edgeworth...
Yes?
I thought that water was just someone playing a prank on me.
A prank?
Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it to that would cause me any grief. Penny is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her.
No, may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there's one person you didn't want your secret told to. Phoenix Wright.
Ah!
You mean something to White, it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Well, what do you have to say?
I should have expected as much, especially from a friend of his. After dinner, the spider was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it.
What's this heavenly hall the letter mentions?
It's a small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge.
A small shack, huh?
It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near.
Where is it on this map?
It's down here. To get there, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. The reality is, to get to the Inner Temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. But the thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at Heavenly Hall... I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't even want to think about it.
So this is the secret that you lock away in your heart?
Yes.
In any case, you still claim to have never left your room last night.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Trial starts tomorrow. I promise you, I will win. I'm going to win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret.
But it's pointless.
Why will you say that?
'Cause I may know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am.
I just finished speaking with the head nun in Hasakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said that she saw you stab Miss Elis Desinium with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well.
What?
When I spoke with you last night, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple. Yet, Sister Bikini says she met with you at the Inner Temple that very night.
But I didn't go there. I didn't go to Inner Temple last night.
Are you kidding me? Whoa, not much of a view down here, huh? Still better than the view from my apartment, though. Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective. Oh, why? Why does always happen? Whenever I find a girl like they always run away. I even chased one of them to Japan. This is going to be prison, I guess. I'll steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. He's just talking to himself. Shh! Be quiet and listen. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again. Hey, you! About what you just said. I got objection. What the? Energy, you dirty rat! I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting out objection. And a loud commanding voice too. I even pointed with my pointer finger. Objection! Psh! You watch too many trials. I'm sorry. Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? What is this festive looking ornament? It reminds me of the art class in grade school. We used to have a lot of fun decorating the classroom with an origami, remember? Well, Oh yeah, you were never any good at it. Really? Yeah, this guy was so bad he couldn't even fold a dollar, let alone a crane. Everyone tried to comfort him, but he would just sit there sobbing. Really? I never would have expected. Be quiet already! I'll never forget the shame of that day. You want a crane? I can now make a perfect quarter-inch crane without a single flaw. You know, Edgy? Nothing for nothing, but a quarter-inch crane without a single flaw is not easy. Yeah, that's quite a feat, Prosecutor Edgeworth. There we go. That's a horrible graffiti problem you got there, pal. You don't know anything, detective. This is art. It's an expression of my bittersweet love for Iris. Larry, do you know what the difference between graffiti and true art is? It's how the artist himself defines it, right? Well, if that's the case, then all my lunchboxes are masterpieces too, pal. Straw roof is totally covered with freshly fallen powdery snow. Well, it's a nice image, doesn't it? I always did like the rustic look. Heavenly Hall? I suppose this is an appropriate name in some sense. You got that right! Look at that bridge up there. This place has to be heaven because that thing is hell. You would do well to remember, Larry, that this is a sacred place to some people. This is the Eagle River, sir. It runs pretty fast, so it doesn't ice over, even in the winter. If it had ice over, Wright would have been in some serious trouble. You're right about that. He would have landed on ice and slid downstream to who knows where. Alright, now let's talk to good old Larry. What's this little shack anyway? Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday. Why were you down here in the first place? Come on, I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great little place. It's artistic. It's quiet, it's cool, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal. So can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe? He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir. Listen to me, Edgy. You gotta do this. You gotta save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute? Watch your mouth! Anyway, I made up my mind about it. I'm going to marry that girl. Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm going to ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you? No, not yet, but I can tell how she feels by the look in her eyes. She's got this, I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He never imagined I can marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he would be shocked indeed. That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I going to do if she gets hurt? What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. If you really want to know the answer to that. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night? Aw, man, don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a lazy man like me. Okay, chill out with those scary eyes. I got it. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. Hey, Ernie, what time was the table talk for tonight? Was it 9, Pacific? Something incredible? Yeah, but let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Alright, now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night. Wow! You're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk. Huh? Yeah, anyway. It was awesome. I've never seen anything like it. At around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I've been sleeping, I'm not sure for how long. Suddenly, zing! The worm in front of me went right. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi. And then, it was on fire. The bridge was on fire. Dusky Bridge caught on fire? Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes? Yeah! Hey, why are you giving me an evil eye? I'm telling the truth. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen? Where are you saying? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? Just answer the question. I was in my own room, by the main hall. Where else would I be? As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem, I suspect, lies there. There? What do you mean, there? It's impossible for you to have seen lightning strike Dusty Bridge from your own room. This is the map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hasakura Temple. What am I looking for? I think that should be very obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees and it's possible to see the bridge from here. What? Why didn't you tell me that before? Well, how about it? How about what? Do you feel like talking now? About what? You leave me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You were in your room at the temple, so then where were you? You don't know that. I was in my room. Very well then. Let's test my theory. The place you witnessed the lightning striking Dusty Bridge from was here. The place you saw the lightning struck from was naturally Heavenly Hall. Why would I be hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold, there's no electricity, and it could fall apart any minute. Larry, how do you know that? Anyway, how do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. Uh-oh. In other words, you have just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you at least have once in your life visit Heavenly Hall after sunset. I have to admit, I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a total different league from Nick. That's nice. Now tell me, what were you doing at this cold little shack last night? That's what you might call a fair decor. If you give me a fair decor, could it be that you were waiting for someone? Oh no! You really are one scary guy, you know. I believe that last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you. There's only one person you wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry. I told you before, don't call me Larry! The person you're waiting for was Iris. Oh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy. No doubt because of my chilly glare. So you think I got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? Do you have some kind of evidence? You have something that proves I was waiting for her? Or are you just guessing? Here's the evidence that proves you were waiting for Iris. Here's your evidence. You call her to a spot with a pathetic blackmail letter. Oh, hey, get that back! You're embarrassing me! What are you doing with that anyway? That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry. What do you mean? Taking advantage of the woman's fatality like that. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh, First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says salutation here. Well, that's what it said in that book, Letter Writing for Dummies. You're not supposed to actually write that. That's what you're supposed to write, Dear Iris. Wow, I'm so sorry! So you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you, Larry? And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you? Sorry, Edgy. Sorry doesn't cut it, you scumbag. You threatening a young lady like that? Wait, hold up. What now, pal? What are you talking about? What threatening stuff? I'll tell you what. You tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret. What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her? Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Give me a break. It's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love? What did you just say? My love for her burned so hardly it could melt all the snow on this mountain. Oh? Then what is the secret you mentioned? Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? Talk about the secret love between her and me. Obviously, she wouldn't want old Lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair. Alright, then when do you send a love letter in the business-like manila envelope? Give me a break, it's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes, jeez. Then why are you so quick to apologize, pal? Because Edgy gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? That's it? That's what all those huge locks were about? I don't understand why you're so defensive. Well, I don't know, Ear. Guess the Phoenix. You shouldn't have expected too much from a guy like me. Hey, come on. Don't let it get you down. Look, Mr. Edgeworth. This guy is still hiding something. I know it. What do you mean, detective? Don't forget what this guy said just like a minute ago. Do you really want to know? Last night, I saw something incredible. Larry? What? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone. What is this something incredible you saw last night? You're gonna tell me, Larry, one way or another. I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusty Bridge. Yes, and I believe it was an incredible sight you saw. Now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true. What doesn't? And that's all there is to your story. Your heart wouldn't have all of those locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning. What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal. Ah! Ah! Look what you've done, Gumshoe. No. What's wrong, sir? Does this mean I have to do it all over again? Why are you glaring at me like I'm the next to be hit by a bolt of lightning?
Oh my, Mr. Boris feels that way about me?
Apparently, he isn't aware of your real secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed.
I'm sorry. I'm just really accustomed to that sort of thing.
Worry not, and in any case, whatever it was that he saw in the night incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him.
Does that mean Mr. Boris is the witness today?
No. I believe that none will be the first to take the stand.
Sister Bikini!
She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carry out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Elias Dasunium, correct?
That is correct. It wasn't me.
Very well then. I had to take off my shoes.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes?
you are a prosecutor, aren't you? Aren't you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed.
Don't worry. I made the necessary arrangements.
I see.
Iris, it is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney. The defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself, whether or not I am fit to do the task I've been entrusted.
Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands.
Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Hasakura Temple. Defense is ready, Your Honor. The defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case. Indeed. I'm not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair could only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. It would seem this case started over before it had the chance to begin. I'm ready to announce my verdict at this time. This court finds the defendant.
Objection!
The prosecution stands ready.
And you are? Francisca Von Karma, prosecuting prodigy. Von Karma, you say? Perchance, will you be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred Von Karma?
Legends are a thing of the past. I am a Von Karma. That is all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purpose of prosecuting this case.
You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor? I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once. I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor. Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say?
There's no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office.
There isn't? But I'm sure, once before in this court... Ah!
I told you, there is no such weakling.
What is that? A whip? For I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom. Bailiff, remove that whip.
Hold it!
I have no objection to the whip. You don't? Prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there is still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today.
This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I had expected to face Phoenix Wright here today. But looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers.
I see you brought your flair for histrionic. Allow me to add to the things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my courtroom. Wah!
The stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor.
Very well. Miss Farcoma, please give an outline of this case, with as little whipping as possible.
The murder victim is the famed picture book author Miss Alice Desunian. Her body was found in a Hasakura temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a samurai sword from a golden statue.
The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well. The court accepts this photo of the crime scene.
There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime.
Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand. I love that.
Witness, state your name and occupation, please.
Hold on here. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all. Witness, please stand up nice and straight. If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defense lobby for our back pain plague witness. Is the milk crates like left over from the big circus? From Justice for All? Balaam, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please.
Once again, your name and occupation, please.
Little on me. Well, I'm the head nun at Hasakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it, Bikini? Nice to meet everyone. But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now.
The courtroom is a garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave the sanctuary at once.
You want me to leave?
No need to get your bikinis and toys. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in the summer.
In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest.
There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that. Let us hear what you have to say then. First, tell us about your own movements that night, eh?
That night, I was helping the acolyte with her training in her temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up, violently.
So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hasakura Temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I need a long hot soak. It was after I had finished, just as I was heading back, that's when I saw it. So that was simply a coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hasakura Temple.
Yes, you could say that.
If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple.
There's only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle, now are you, Miss Miles Edgeworth?
Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination. Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all. Well, don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all, but the head honcho of Hasakura Temple. In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. There's a discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant Iris. She claims that after reading the lights out bill, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to Inner Temple at all.
No! She said that?
Objection!
A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? Defendant simply lying to cover her back.
Objection!
That is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard at Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make her for a much better alibi. But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie. She does indeed have honest eyes.
Whoa! All people lie. That is my belief.
Why am I the only one being whipped in here? Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means, we must call your memory to question.
Dear, dear, dear.
You're older than me and yet you want to play that game, do you? Ah, well, that isn't exactly what I...
My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in the winter.
Nin, I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you are going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show me a more decisive piece of evidence. Understood, Your Honor. And please add your comments about Iris to the testimony. And let us return to the cross-examination. Iris came to the inner temple. She was dressed exactly as she had been at dinner.
Objection!
Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon-wearing hood, correct? Of course. That is a very important piece of clothing. I have to, you know. Wait a minute.
Objection!
Hold it right there. Why do you have that?
That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights out bell was run.
What?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness has seen the defendant as she claims, then the Iris she saw should have been missing this very hood.
Well.
the happy greeny look on Wright's face every time he calls out competition. Order in the court. Witness your response.
Sister, this hood. You have a spare ones around the temple, don't you?
Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them. I see. A stockpile, surplus of hoods, eh? Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owns. Then this is quite strange.
Wah! If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There's no contradiction here.
Witness, while I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, you must give every detail with precision.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this. Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to the inner temple.
I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. Took a look and... Iris was... Oh, Mystic Ellis! And with that sword of all things! Mystic Ellis was staying in the corner room which faces out into the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in two in court, and me seeing it off in this. I get the feeling I've seen this before. Well, something like that.
I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth.
Calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours?
Objection!
Impressive logic. That's what I like to say anyway. Oh, please do. My brain's something else. Especially in winter. However, I think you're overlooking one thing. Miss Farncomma, can you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report? The autopsy report? The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed. Ah! That's right. It says after death right here. The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim here in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall? Ah! Order. The victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room. Don't you agree?
That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room. And she was thrown out in the window down into the courtyard below.
Objection!
Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Destinian's room? She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree? Well, Miss Farncomma, was there any blood? No traces of blood were found in the victim's room. Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. However, if there was no blood in the room, then your claim that...
I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure your honor is well aware of when the stab wound produces the most blood.
When it produced the most blood?
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of the blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from the body, that would be when the blade is removed.
Indeed. If a weapon's still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound. That's true. With a weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. A perfectly reasonable line of thinking.
Yeah, come to the conclusion then. The victim was thrown out the window with the sword still in place. This removes all the contradictions.
Order. I must admit that this is a probable version of the effects. It seems that we need a clear testimony from the witness. Remove all suspicion on your part and tell us only facts, please. Witness, please remain standing on the crate.
Don't go selling me short now.
The weight of the winter snow has bent me out of shape, especially my back and my mood.
Sister, please, give us your testimony. I will give you a furious massage once we're all finished here.
The whip? Oh boy. Alright. When I look across at the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elias. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I woke, Mystic Amy was...
was stabbing Mystic Ellis through the back.
This is all confirms Miss Fawn Karma's theory.
Von Karma strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. He should know that, Miles Edgeworth.
Hold it!
So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood?
That's right. Some of it has water onto Iris too. When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-like clothing was neatly folded in the corner. What?
That seems quite conclusive to me. Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw little bleeding when the victim was stabbed, but now you say you saw the victim bleeding?
Well, I said that what I saw is what I saw.
What do you see?
Me, I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day.
Pulling the sword out?
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It was more like it came out.
Witness, you will add this statement to your testimony.
Oh, was that important? I saw the instant in which the blade plunged into the hilt was smoothly drawn out.
Then why does it only have...
Objection!
Sister Bikini, you're a reliable witness. At least, I like to think so. But there are too many contradictions here.
What do you mean? You make it sound like as though I'm a liar!
But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you.
What contradictions are you talking about?
In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust up to its hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities. What do you mean? Please explain.
Whoa! Explain yourself!
To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone into the hilt with this? No matter how they look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that.
Objection!
Doesn't appear? What meaningless dribble! I too may appear to be weak and frail, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep, should I so choose.
Objection stands. I weapon Willow back there, I must admit. That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly. We also have a problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when the blade is left in the body, it acts as the plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it is an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding.
Objection!
That's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with a shishio. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes fly out smoothly, and may still sometimes stop the blood loss.
Objection!
I'm not finished. There is still one more conclusive contradiction. You still got more? This one is simple. If this sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it? If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword.
No!
Order!
Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. Raising this main contradiction from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one, if that.
But what does this all mean? You have perfect contradiction regarding the murder weapon, but having come this far, there could only be one answer.
And that is...
The weapon used to kill the victim was not the shishio. What?
A foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool.
Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think this sword was the murder weapon?
Well,
It's because Mystic Amy was holding it. Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is only the basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That's what influenced us. Influenced us to believe that Shushio was the murder weapon. Order, order, order!
so maybe the Sushio was not the murder weapon. Even that is the case, Chase is nothing, Miles Edgeworth. Sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object.
That's true. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth. If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises. Obvious question? Yes. Namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to? Goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if the sword-like object was found.
That's
Answer the question, Miss von Karma.
no evidence of that kind was found.
Another mystery to throw onto the pile. A trial without a murder weapon's tricky piece.
Excuse me, could I say something?
I just remember something, actually.
What is it, sister? I was just thinking, it's possible
That just maybe what actually happened was, it was just over there. What exactly is going on boot here? The murder weapon, I mean. Maybe. I think I might know where the sword was disposed of. You what?
Well then, I think we need to hear testimony from you once more. One more time, sister.
She's not that old. She's like 48.
I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. And after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there I saw tracks that indicate the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk the Dusty Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon to Eagle River and came back when I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all.
Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Well, I'm not in the best of shape.
What with my back and my age, you know.
Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here is a photograph.
A snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory.
The tracks begin in front of Hasakura Temple and run all the way to Dusty Bridge. That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of a murder weapon.
Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please.
I admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used the night of the murder. He finally accepted the inevitable, it seems. Miles Edgeworth.
However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks?
What do you mean?
Iris left Hasakura's temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be two sets of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge and those from coming back.
Ah! You're right. You are forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by a snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it?
I see. While she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just the return tracks in the snow.
What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth?
The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that's impossible.
Will you care to explain why there is a rule index finger currently pointed in my general direction?
No need. The evidence will do all the talking for me. On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusty Bridge. In order to dispose of the murder weapon, the outgoing tracks were erased by snow, or so claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the contrary, eh? Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow. Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course. This means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. It's the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder. The weather report? Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped at around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11, the snow had already stopped falling. Is it possible for any tracks that have been made after that time to have been covered up?
Ah!
Order! Very well then. It looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snow in.
It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on weather of all things. Answer me this then. When is the weather report ever correct?
No, you got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast, this is actual data.
Forecast data, all weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11.
It's true, we cannot be totally sure, eh?
What?
It has stopped snowing at Hasakura's temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this. Very well. I, too, cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
Ha! You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth.
Very well then. Mr. Edgeworth, where is your evidence that it already stopped snowing when the victim was killed? Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That's right. And proving that is
incredibly easy. If you want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I am referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow, with just one exception.
And that is
the victim herself, Miss Ellis Desvium. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why. In other words, if the killer really did go to Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph there should be two sets of tracks.
Ah!
Order! Just what are you?
Just what are you suggesting? It's okay, Riley. Not a problem. Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth?
This is simply what all the facts point to. That night, someone used a snowmobile to leave Hasakura Temple. From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing.
Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by snow.
And then when this person returned to Hasakura Temple, the snow had stopped. But the return tracks remained. Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me.
What does, sister?
There is only one key for the snowmobile.
Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder.
Which can only mean that night, Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple. The snowmobile came across the suspension bridge, so she must have left it by the Hasakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot. That sounds right. But what's odd is when I left Iris and returned to Hasakura Temple, I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge.
You must have just failed to see it, sister.
Maybe, but when I made it back to Hasakura Temple, it was there by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too. But that isn't plausible. Order in the court. What does all mean? So then, what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be two sets of tracks in this photo. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hasakura Temple. I think we learned all we can from this witness. Yes, I have nothing more to add. I told you everything that I know. But then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness who could testify to having seen the snowmobile. Was there no one out walking, perhaps, near Dusky Bridge on that night? I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wondering that. Unless they have something really important to do. That's a shame. Your Honor. Actually, there just might be one individual who may be of help to us. Really?
You know it's someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder?
I don't know for sure if he saw it or not, but there are two things about him that do come to mind, which are, first, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder,
and the second being?
This individual that I am thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he's our kind of idiot. Mr. Edward, who is this idiot you're talking about? This guy must be a product of Jean Deluxe Guide to Obnoxious French Painting. That is Larry Bunce, a disciple of the victim, Alice Museum. Her student? Interesting. And why was he wandering about outside on the night of the murder? That's... He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him. Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason.
And so, his unfortunate, unreliable looking man, what exactly was it that he saw?
I tend to extract that from him, right here in this courtroom. Some of this you've as witness immediately.
I have no choice, do I?
I believe he is in the galley for this trial. It would not take long to summon him. Then we will. The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Miss Von Carmen, please see to preparing the next witness.
Understood, Your Honor.
Good. Well then, court is now in recess.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not really sure what to say.
Iris, you only have 20 minutes. There are two things which I need to ask you before we convene.
Alright, I'll help you in any way I can.
First, about that night. You really didn't go to Inner Temple, correct? The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying.
Mr. Edgeworth, it's just as I said yesterday. Till the incident occurred, I was in my own room and had secured a temple.
Very well. Second thing then. At night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 that night, you were the one who used the snowmobile.
There's only one key for snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me.
So it was you. But why? What made you go out to Dusky Bridge?
I'm sorry, Miss Edgeworth.
Iris?
I can't tell you about that yet.
Yet?
Not until her safety is confirmed.
Her?
The safety of the Acolyte.
Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Ellis Decium?
No matter who or what may come, I can never take a life.
Very well. It's my job to get to the truth. You discovered this for yourself soon enough. Court will now reconvene. Miss Von Karma, where is the witness?
During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery.
Suspicious behavior?
He was sketching something very intensely.
Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained?
He drew a terrifying woman armed with a demonic face and a vicious whip.
I can only presume that his intention was to capture you.
Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artist before the court. Loris Desmian, I hope you're ready. Get in here! Ouch! Your sketch is in contempt of this court.
Hey, I was just artistically...
Ouch! You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct?
Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist training out in the mountains. I'm not only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint, Well, to use a technical term for color, Vidrian. Larry. This isn't an art store now, is it? I know, I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it? Working in the fields? Seriously, he wanted to say field work, I hope. That's it. Thanks, buddy. I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. So see, I got nothing to do with this trial at all. I expect all your faces to be red when you realize there's a mistake. Bright red. Or to use the technical term, crimson blade. Ouch! Ow! 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 Stop your pathetic babbling and testify like a man! Refrain from whipping me, Miss Frankrama. Cross-whipping is bad as cross-checking. What is? That was all your fault. Testify now! This is too much for me. I was at that lodge out in the mountains, looking up at the stars that night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't see anyone at the bridge that night either. That girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. Aren't I, Edgy? Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during your testimony. I doesn't know about nothing but a small worthless man, aren't I? And why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation or anything else? Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex. He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. I believe he's finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people. Yeah, that's right. I'm behind everything, every case. Watch out, okay? Just touch me will make you entirely unhappy. Well then, let's proceed with the cross-examination. No touching, thank you. We could delve into another details at a later time. Liar.
Objection!
Larry Butts. I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic. You cause all sorts of trouble. I'm sorry! But having realized just how much a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction. Edgy, are you trying to console me? It certainly doesn't sound that way to me. However, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create. What? You're totally pinning this on me. Now then, let's talk about the night of the murder. Sister McKinney, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Fozzie headed for the public phone by the bridge. There he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Butts. That's right, me in the flesh. Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. That reality will not change. But what do you want me to do then, Larry? What you need to change is your inner self. But for now, what you saw that night. Testifying truthfully about this one issue is all I need from you. Edgy. I think I finally woken up. Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway, I'll do it. I'll testify. Well, I'm not sure this will go especially well. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Alas again, then, witness. What do you see on the night of the murder? I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m. I was lying under my bedding when a light flash almost blinded me. I look out the window, and Dusty Bridge was on fire. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick. You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you?
So, what happened to the bridge after it caught on fire?
It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. Totally burnt out. Like, almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall.
What do you say?
Oh, don't worry. It's nothing life-threatening. He's just caught a cold.
I never know with that man if he should be called lucky or unlucky.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth, please commence your cross-examination.
Hold it!
You said right away. Exactly how long after the strike was that? The lightning fell and then the bridge caught on fire. Maybe around 5 minutes? I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out.
How far is this small shack you were in from the bridge?
Hold on. Well, it had pretty much stopped snowing. I guess about a 5-minute walk. How'd the Dusky Bridge look when you got there? Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood? I mean, not even a bonfire kids make during school camping trips can compare. Larry, let me ask you one thing. What is it, Edgy? What's with a serious face? Why didn't you call anyone? Huh? What do you mean? Normally, when faced with a towering inferior, one would try and tell someone. There's a public phone right by Dusty Bridge, correct? Well, of course I thought of doing that. So then, let's hear why you didn't. Huh? Oh, okay. My reason. It isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone, I just didn't have the time to, okay? I arrived at the bridge and Nick showed up less than a minute later. Yeah, I call bluff.
Objection!
Your dairy assistance being a contradiction. I'm not sure if you could grasp this or not. What the? Hey, Edgy, you made it sound like I'm sort of alien. But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. Problem here is time. I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy let you on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible adults. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusty Bridge, and immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct? Yeah, well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less. I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You said it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusky Bridge. Meaning you probably got there around 11 p.m. That all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his phoning act. That is impossible.
What do you mean?
11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in the Hasakura Temple. Plus, Wright was still there, in the courtyard. There's no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusty Bridge at that time. Ah! Excuse me! I have an objection. You do? Yeah, gee, how many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry. I'm Laura's desk. Ah!
It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. Sister only said around 11. In which case, it could have been earlier than that.
Watch your footing there, Miss Francisca von Karma. The slope ahead is slippery. For there is still no way that White could have been at Dusty Bridge at 11 p.m.
And why not?
It's clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m. Which means what exactly? White did not see the bridge, and while it was being consumed by flames that night. In fact, he did not arrive on the scene until after the flames had died down. Larry, you arrive at the bridge at 11 p.m. White did not make it there until at least 11:15. I suggest you stop hiding things and just tell us the whole truth. Now then. What happened during these missing 15 minutes? I feel like I just got brutally woken up by a toilet splash black. I guess I was still sleeping after all. Pinch me. Order.
So there was a missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. I hardly see that as much as a problem.
Yeah, not much of a problem at all. Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes. There is a phone right next to it. Why then did you not report the accident? Yes, witness. Why didn't you? Were you there simply to watch the bridge burn? There lies the problem. For even after the bridge had burned out, he was still there. Staring into space, this witness didn't even attempt to fulfill his civic duty.
That's what it sounds like.
But this is Larry we're talking about, and even he is incapable of being stupid. Which means there has to be a reason for his inaction. Edgy. I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude. Just as I thought, you've been playing with us all this time. Listen, I'm going to tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all? Yes. I may really say it this time. Ow!
Then say it!
Very well. I have a terrible bad feeling about this, however. Let's have the witness finally give the whole truth. Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness? I'm a Desium. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. The shock and all that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized it, the flames had gone out and then he came running up. I suppose artists can be strange folk. That's right. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch. Mr. Edgeworth, has this removed the last of your doubts? Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains. What would that be? This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I tend to drag the reason out of him. Ha 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 ha. You'll regret this, Edgy. Sketching? The burning bridge? The burning bridge and everything that came with it. What? Came with it? You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy? You regret this. That sketch of mine is...
Enough! Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, witness.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. That does indeed appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please. Well, even I couldn't have imagined it turn out like this. Imagine what? That Laura's Desium debut will take place here today like this.
Ouch! Show it now!
Okay, but steel yourselves. This is the world, Laura's Desium. Well... So this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? You're responsible, Miss Karma?
Yes, well, it's a better drawing than I expected.
Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames, I really did. Yes, I'm sure you did. Larry? What? The burning bridge is fine. But what is that unfortunate looking figure? Ah, you spotted that? I thought you might. However much I might want to ignore it, I can't. It's Iris, of course. Iris! I wish she'd take better care of herself. We might have to plan for her future, you know. What would have happened to her if she had injured herself flying like that? Larry, please answer this next question honestly. Okay. Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames? Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it. I'm an artist, a real artist. Are you? Hoy? The girl, she's really high up in this picture. What was that for?
This is all a bad dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory.
Please whip your own cheeks from now on if you wish to test out your wild theories. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly.
Actually, there's some precedent for this.
She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge at least. It was really something to see. This has to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to earth.
What? Me?
This witness is your friend, is he not?
Accessory to foolishness. Miles Edgeworth.
Let us get back to the cross-examination, by force if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here. Yes, Your Honor. Well, what do you think of my debut piece? Get that thing away from me. No, hurry up and cross-examine him.
Objection!
Larry, what do you really see that night? Not that I particularly care. In your position, that's just being irresponsible. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you the whole dollar if that is the truth. That is truly the case. Then there is one thing that we can say for certain. What might that be? That person who flew over that bridge could not have been the defendant Iris. What? What do you mean? I don't understand.
A foolhardy folly of a foolish statement by the equally foolish, foolhardy fool. How exactly can you make this claim?
Tell us, Larry. According to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood, correct? Of course she was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge. The hood is what told me that this floating angel was my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris. My Iris is my darling hood.
It seems there are bigger fools in this world than the one at the defense bench.
Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing a hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight? What are you talking about? I think you understand what I mean just fine. Why did Nick have Iris' hood? What? Edgy, what's going on with Iris and Nick?
Why, you Nick? You dog?
I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited, and discarded straight into the garbage. Ha!
Ah! What is it now, witness?
It feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come. Edgy, today's the day I get to completely stupefy you. What? What is the meaning of your outburst, witness? I hate to do this, but I have some definite evidence. Definite?
Evidence?
Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge. And I, Loris Decium, shall prove it. I didn't expect to ask this again, but we shall be needing your testimony once again. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in the sketch. Show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually a reality. Okay, I hope you're ready, Edgy. Cause I'm gonna feed you a whooping serving of pain. When I reached Dusty Bridge, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her. That led me to finding a beautiful crystal sphere, half buried in the snow. I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night. A crystal sphere? This one, pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers.
That spear. Where did you find it?
Let me see. Around here somewhere? Looks about right. It was half buried in the snow. It had pretty much stopped snowing by then. But there was still some falling as I walked to the bridge. The course says this crystal sphere. That's mine, okay? I want it back afterward. There's something on it. Oh my, it's blood. What? You ready, Edgy? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Nobody's gonna push me around anymore.
Objection!
Larry, that night, there was someone. Someone who lost a crystal spear. There was? Who? Who was the stupid idiot? Miss Elias Destinia, the mentor to a stupid idiot. Just what does this mean? If anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night, it certainly was not Iris. After all, she was not wearing her hood. More importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either. That means the one who flew and dropped the spear was the victim, Miss Elias Destinium?
Objection!
A fool alongside another fool on a fool's errand to reach a fool's conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. Her hateful cannot fly, but it is rejected.
You can't do that. I saw it with my own two eyes.
And this crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring.
You honestly believe that?
Give it some thought, and I'm sure you realize it as well, Miles Edgeworth. Miss Alice Decium was in her room on the night of the murder. Therefore, there was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to this case. That is all.
Objection!
Miss Francisco Foncrama. The only people who would accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns. Why are you pointing at me? The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of her murder. Yet you expect us to believe this has nothing to do with the case?
Objection!
That crystal sphere, It was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder.
After the murder?
There is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This is naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. Killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent. It's the exact same reason that he drew that ridiculous sketch.
What? You mean I'm the killer? No way!
All joking aside, just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe this is related to the case.
Your response, Mr. Edgeworth. I want your final opinion on the explanation of this crystal sphere. If it's not related to the case, then this witness who you call will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time.
Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth.
Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. I will prove that this crystal sphere is vital link to solving this case. You will do what?
That look in your eyes. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is corner.
That should come as no surprise. I order you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder. This crystal sphere, it was half buried in the snow, correct? That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over. Snow would have totally covered it. That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear. What? When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing. Even if it was ever so slightly.
Snowing?
On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body. Ah. Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder.
What?
Order, order, order! On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge, and there, something occurred that caused the staff's crystal sphere to come loose. What? What could have that been? This sphere, there is some blood on it, isn't there? Allow me to raise a certain possibility of this injunction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusty Bridge.
The murder didn't take place in Hasakura Temple courtyard. Only a fool would suggest such a foolish piece of absolute foolishness.
This who is a fool? And which part is so foolish, Miss Von Karma?
Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth? Sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hasakura Temple courtyard.
Objection!
That's not exactly true, now is it? To put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body.
That's the same thing!
No, it isn't. You said it yourself. Every little blood is actually lost. At the moment of the blade's insertion, if you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from the body, that would be when the blade is removed. If that statement is the truth, then Dusty Bridge could easily have been the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed, plus there's no bleeding.
Objection!
You are forgetting one final thing, Miles Edgeworth.
Ella's destiny and body was found in Hasakura Temple.
On foot, it takes 15 minutes
To travel from Dusty Bridge to Hasakura Temple. You mean to suggest someone carried the body all that way? No, if the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Please tell us the method by which the victim's body was carried to the temple. Shoot. On that snowy night, there's one way the body could have been moved. The snowmobile. As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of a murder weapon. But it could also have been used to carry a body.
Order, order, order! This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You dug yourself into your own grave.
What do you mean?
The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She is the one who moved the body. Does it not put the final nail in your coffin?
You're too late, Francisca Foncama. In fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that this case requires further investigation.
What?
Where was the victim, Ella's destiny, and really killed? If her body was moved, whatever for? And finally, just what does this image mean?
Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it.
Objection!
This witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity. However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he's in Monterey. He drew this, so it was something that actually happened. The defense stands firm on this point. Eddie, thank you! That settles it then. I could not give it further under these circumstances. It's just as I thought. Francisco Foncama, you make a wonderful partner.
Excuse me?
There was one reason and one alone for me being here. Expose the darkness lurking in this case, and then pass it on to White. Really? That's what this was all about? You could have just told me that from the very beginning. Then I would have had Francie whipping—
Ouch! Miles Edgeworth, I don't care what you were here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel.
A shame that your chance seems to have slipped you by. What a shame. I see!
This is all your fault. Such a terrible witness. You're an affront to all legal stands for. Ow, 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 ow. I demand satisfaction.
I could not believe that the witness testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for questions it raises. Had his words here today been truth or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom, Those are the matters that shall be addressed. I am counting on thorough investigation by both the defense and the prosecution. Court is now adjourned. Alright, gonna end things right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, oh my goodness, we have part 2, a Brewster Turnabout to go through. At least the investigation part and the trial parts. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'm Yumi. You be positive, you stay safe, and always be yourself. Bye bye. Later.